I'm not coming here to lie to y'all. Like, you know what, girl, if she can do it, I can do it. Planning is not an option. I have been editing my little ass off. If you think that's all content creation is, you're gonna have another thing coming for you.
Should've been a wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Cheers, girl. What's good, you guys? It's Kay and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, you definitely want to grab you a glass of wine or whatever it is that you're drinking, girl. Grab you a glass of something, okay? Because we are sitting down and we are having a little girl talk. I feel like it's been way too long since we caught up. We sat down and we just had a quick little chat. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. I'm so happy that you found me. What? Hello. Hey girl, let's be friends. Join the community. Go ahead and subscribe down below. On this channel, we do all kind of stuff, okay, girl? So just buckle up, get ready, and enjoy the ride. But yeah, I feel like we have a lot to talk about. I feel like we have just some things to discuss. It has been quite the month. January has been, okay, if I do say so myself, but I will say it has been such a blessed start to the new year. 2025 is just feeling so good. Obviously, there are a lot of things going on in the world which have felt on the opposite side of that spectrum, but God has been blessing me and my life personally, so I'm just so forever grateful, even amidst the chaos, and obviously praying for the world, praying for everyone. But I will say that January for me specifically has been so good, and I'm so grateful for this month, and I just feel like we gotta chat, okay? So with that being said, let's just go ahead and get on into this video. Yeah, first we gotta take a sip of our wine. We're drinking Chardonnay tonight, okay? Ugh, could use an ice cube. It's a little warm, but it's okay. Anyway, this is actually my first time filming a really sit down video with this new camera. So let me know how you like the quality. I don't have my glasses on and I need some new contacts. Why do I not have contacts? Can't really see the shot. So hopefully we're looking good. Hopefully it's giving what it needs to give. But I honestly am loving this new camera. The Digi Osmo Pocket 3 is literally the camera that I should have had my whole life. Where have you literally been? And I literally have had so many cameras, y'all. I started out with YouTube using a Canon T3. I want to say it was a T3i. That was my first real camera. I got her 10 years ago now. I can't even believe we're saying that. What is really 10 years? Literally got it 10 years ago when I was 15 years old and when I wanted to start YouTube, and I just loved that camera down. That was my first baby. Really, I started with YouTube on my iPhone, but you know what I mean. And then recently, well, not even recently, it was 2 years ago, I got the Sony ZV-1, and y'all, it was cool. It's a really cool camera. I still have it to this day. But when I tell you, I have not picked that camera up since I got the Digi. Oh, and you can go back to my first video of this month because I was using the Sony ZV-1 on the first half and then I was using the Digi on the second half. The difference is actually night and day, and it's actually insane. I honestly can't even fathom how different it is, and I really underestimated it. I was everybody's hyping up the Digi, everybody's saying this, saying that. No, believe the hype. Okay, the hype is definitely real and it needs to be studied. This is a good camera, y'all. It's just so quality. The footage is quality. I love the gimbal aspect that it literally you could do the tracking, the facial tracking, the auto. Really, I should do that, but it's cool. We doing a little sit down, stand still, but the way that it's just so stabilized, y'all, it's a good camera. If you are just starting out on your content creating journey, I would 20 times out of 20 recommend this camera and this camera only. You really don't need nothing else. If you don't want to use your phone, which is probably a great place to start as well, because iPhone footage never disappoints, let's not play. But if you don't want to use your phone and you don't really feel like getting, you just don't know which camera to buy, start with this one. It is a great camera. It's not even just a great starter camera. No, it is a great camera, okay? Yeah. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Okay, let's get into the topics that I have prepared for you guys, because I definitely have a few things that I just need to get off of my chest. Yeah, so for one, I literally get asked this question so much. It's probably my most asked question, and I wanted to share some insight and perspective on just this topic. I just know a lot of people are going through something similar, and that is how to balance having a 9-to-5 job with content creation. Number one, the first thing that I will say and just lay out there is that, baby, you really don't. There's really no balance when it comes to this. Like, it's really just, yeah. And I feel like once you understand that you're gonna have to put in extra hours, like it is low key, like you're signing up to get an extra job, like it's gonna take time away from your like free time that you are not working. Like once you really get that through your mind, and once you're really able to just sit down and say, okay, I understand that this is gonna take some time, energy, and effort, I feel like that's the point where it gets easier. I won't even like sit here and tell you guys that I feel fully balanced when it comes to creating content, when it comes to handling my 9-to-5 job, because that would just be a whole lie. Like, I'm not coming here to lie to y'all. But what I will say is that January has been my most productive month when it comes to content. And, you know, also being able to kind of like juggle the 9-to-5, because I've been posting long form content, I've been posting short form content, and even when it comes to that, like I feel like I've personally been slacking on my short form content. Like I haven't been posting as much as I would want to for short form, but we've been doing it. And I already told myself at the top of the year, I was like, YouTube is my main priority. And so guess who's been posting every week? And it has been tough. I'm not gonna lie to you. It has literally been tough to both do YouTube, specifically YouTube, because even just the type of videos, I don't know if y'all have been noticing like the type of videos that I've been putting out here on YouTube, but I have been editing my little ass off. Like, and the thing about it is, y'all, I really do enjoy editing. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh my God, I love filming, but I hate editing. I, for one, have always loved editing. If you don't know, and if you're like super new here, just know that I've been doing YouTube for like 10 years now. And I started when I was just a teenager, like 15 years old. And I just started because, you know, I was dealing with some insecurities. I use YouTube as my outlet, my escape. I would consume so much YouTube content. It was ridiculous. YouTube is how I learned how to do my makeup. It's how I learned how to take care of my skin. It's how I cleared up my acne. Like, I was literally like YouTube down. And one day I was just like, you know what, girl, if she can do it, I can do it. And that is why I kind of started this journey. And ever since then, I have genuinely, truly, and honestly enjoyed editing. So, you know, editing is something that I love to do. I love to get better at it. I love to try new things. I love to allow my creativity to flow. And so I'm never going to be like, you know, whatever. You know what I mean? But what I will say is like the types of videos that I've been wanting and just like been inspired to put out have required a lot of time, energy, and editing, which, if you've noticed, is why I've been posting on Mondays. I originally wanted my days to post to be Sundays, but this month I've just found and come to terms with the facts that like with my work schedule and then with my like weekend days, I need more time than just one day to edit the type of YouTube videos that I be trying to create. So I feel like the first thing that you really have to do is understand your flow. Understand how much time you actually have for content and how much time you're willing to dedicate on your content creation each week. So take me for example, this month I decided that I was going to put in from 5 to 7 p.m. I was going to be editing throughout the week. That's literally like after I get off my 9 to 5, then that 5 to 7, I'm editing. Okay, that is what I planned for myself. Hasn't really gone that way, not entirely, but you know, I did set out that time, that 2-hour period each day, like each evening, like as soon as you get off work, don't pass go, like literally just open your phone, open your computer and start editing. And I feel like even just having that dedicated time has helped me so much with staying on top of my editing, making sure that I'm pushing out content, making sure that I'm just making time for it. And then the weekends have been literally dedicated to filming, editing, posting YouTube videos. So that is kind of like my flow. Now, you might have a 9 to 5, you might have like a 10 to 6, like you might have a different schedule than me. Whatever works for you, it works. But you have to genuinely map out the time that you're willing to put into your content. That's just the bottom line. Like, you just genuinely do. You can't say, oh, I'm gonna, edit this video. No, you have to actually, like, when you have a 9 to 5, when you have a busy lifestyle and you're wanting to create content, planning is not an option, okay? Planning is not optional. You have to plan. You have to really prepare yourself. And that is something that I'm still actually growing into myself as well, is making sure that I'm planning, making sure that I'm making time for my content and for editing. And I feel like since we're on that subject, this month, I have genuinely realized that being a content creator is more so being an editor than anything else. Like, a lot of times people think like, oh, I want to be a content creator. I just film myself all day and I just get cute and get in front of a camera and I just live my best life. Baby, let me tell you something. If you think that's all content creation is, yeah, you gonna have another thing coming for you. You'll have another thing coming for you for sure. But like, seriously, like, it is so much more editing than you might think. And it is literally so key and so important to put that time, that dedicated time where you're like, you know what, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna lock in, I'm gonna clock in, and I'm gonna edit. And so what I like to say is, like, I clock out, then I clock back in. We edited. Like, after I clock out of my 9 to 5, from 5 to 7, we're clocked in. Even if it's like not necessarily editing. For example, it is Thursday. It is Thursday right now as we speak. And I'm clocked in. Like, I'm filming today, but that is because I'm wanting this week to give myself more time on the weekend because I got some shit to do, okay? I gotta go on a date. I gotta go on like a little tour. Yeah, I got shit to do. So I can't spend this whole weekend just filming and editing. I wanted to give myself some time back. So therefore, I planned to film this video midweek. And it's just like, I did the same thing yesterday with short form content too, so that I didn't have to film anything this weekend for short form. So if you want me to be real with you, it comes down to planning, it comes down to intentionality. And another thing is, you have to have a really strong why. Like, your why for content creation cannot be just because you want to. Like, it cannot just be because you want to make money, you want to, have a lot of followers, and you just want to do it just because. Like, you genuinely have to have a really strong why for this. Like, you have to have a love for it. And even if you don't have a love or a passion for it when you start, I'm not saying you have to, but like, it will develop as you go along, because you'll realize quickly that this journey is not for the weak. Okay? It's not for the weak. Okay? Just say it's not for the weak. And if you know, like, if you have ever tried to start your content creation journey, and like, obviously we all think it's one thing, and then we get into it and we're like, oh, okay, that's what it really is. Yeah, girl, it takes planning, it takes intentionality, it takes you actually having a very strong why. So really get down to the root of what your why is, because your why will drive your consistency. Your why will drive your dedication. Your why will literally drive you to like say no to plans on the weekends and like be like, nope, I'm spending my entire Saturday editing. For the past 4 weeks of this month, really it's been like 5, because January has been long as hell. Like, I have literally spent every Saturday editing. It takes sacrifice, especially if you have a busy schedule and content isn't the only thing that you do. Now, when content is the only thing that I do, baby, I'm gonna have a lot more time, okay? I'm gonna have a lot more freedom. But at the end of the day, we're adults, we're grown. You gotta do what you gotta do. If you have a 9 to 5 job, it's just like, you just have to work around that. But what I will say, and what I will encourage you to like try to avoid, is allowing your 9 to 5 to be your excuse. Because there have been so many people before you and me that have gone on this journey with having a job and are now super, super successful. And there will be so many people after. There are so many people that are starting their content journey today, and they have a 9-to-5 job and they're doing it. So don't allow that to be your excuse if this is something that you really want to do. And if this is something that you know you are being called to do, do not let your 9-to-5 job be your excuse as to why you can't, because it's not true. That is not true. It is very false. It can be done, but it does take discipline and it does take focus and intentionality. Okay, let's get into the next topic because I could talk about that literally all day. If you ever have questions or you want to hear more, don't hesitate to reach out to me via DM, leave a comment below. Like, let's chat in the comments if you guys want to delve deeper on any of these topics that we're speaking on, because I'm a yapper, a certified yapper, okay? And I can talk about this type of stuff, especially when it comes to content, because I'm so passionate about it. Could go on all day, but I'm not going to talk you guys head off. The next thing I want to talk about that we've been doing this month is truly learning to embrace feminine energy, okay? Light feminine energy and dark feminine energy. And I feel like this right here has really changed the game for me, and it's really changing my perspective, like literally as we speak. This is something that I'm working on right now and just like really wanting to embody. I feel like I have spent so long, like so many years, just really in my masculine energy, like truly. And it's like some of us are living in our masculine as women. We're living in our masculine energy and we don't even realize it. And I feel like that was me for the longest time. Like I'm just like, dang, like I had to take a step back and be like, look, I want to embody my feminine energy. It's where my power is. It's where my joy really lies. Like it's where my softness is. Like I need to be in my feminine, even though I really do have a lot of ambition. I have a lot of like goals that I want to be able to get to, but I strongly believe that you can achieve your goals and you can be ambitious and you can live your dream life. You can create your dream career. You can create your dream life from a feminine place. Like there's a feminine way to go about it. And I feel like for me, I have been really striving to like really get on that path, like really embody that feminine energy. I've been also leaning a lot into like the darker feminine side because I feel like I've always had that like light feminine energy kind of aura about me. Very sweet, very nice, very pleasant. Think Disney princess. Like that's that light feminine energy. I feel like my era right now is really the dark feminine. Like I'm in my dark feminine era, okay? Like we're confident, we're bold, we're assertive, but in a very feminine way. Like we get what we want. Opportunities come to us with ease because of our confidence and because of the energy that we exude. Like that to me is the embodiment of dark feminine energy, and I'm obsessed. Like when I tell you I've been watching YouTube videos, I've been consuming so much content, I have just been really embodying this in my day-to-day. And then also, if you didn't know, I do tech sales. So I feel like when you're in sales, it is so important to be confident and assertive and like well-spoken and like sure of yourself. And I feel like that has really like been such a theme for me this month, is like really just stepping out there, you know, being more assertive, being more confident, even more confident, and really just knowing who the fuck I am. Like there's such power in remembering who the fuck you are, okay? And I feel like that is the era, okay? That is the mode that we are in this first quarter of the year, okay? We're coming for everything that belongs to us. No excuses, no apologies. Dark feminine energy, all 2025. We got ambitions, we got goals, and we're gonna get them done in a very soft and feminine way. There's a big difference. And if you want to hear more on that, if you want me to talk a little bit more about that one, let me know in the comments below and I will make a whole video on it, because I feel like I'm really like stepping into that. So yeah, I'll bring that to you guys. Let me know and we can talk a little bit more. Okay, the next thing that I want to talk about And this is gonna sound absolutely insane. Like, trust me, I know, okay? But I genuinely feel like YouTube has changed my entire life again. Because every time I go on this YouTube journey and every time I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna be consistent, I'm gonna do YouTube, I'm gonna show up, all that jazz, I genuinely go through one of these phases where I'm like, yo, this is changing my life, like seriously. And I literally still right now at this very moment have less than 2,000 subscribers. So it's not even about the subscriber count. And trust me, like I genuinely find so much joy and so much gratitude in every single one of you that decides to like subscribe to my channel. Thank you for being here. Like, thank you so much. But it's so crazy to me that with less than 2,000 subscribers, I can genuinely feel like a platform is changing my life. And I really do feel that way about YouTube. And I feel like that's why YouTube just holds such a special place in my heart, is because it's really so powerful. Like, even for consuming, obviously, like consuming content, like there's a lot of powerful content on this app. Well, not just an app, but like the platform. But I feel like sometimes we forget, or maybe just don't even know, that there is also so much power with producing content on YouTube. Like, the long form content just resonates with my spirit so much. Like, I don't know if it's just like who I am, or the fact that I really get to share a lot more of who I am and like share a lot more of my personality, like talk a lot more and genuinely just be who I am. That is powerful. And then even through the editing process, while it can be grueling, it can be gruesome, it can be genuinely like draining sometimes, I feel like there's a lot of self-love to be cultivated when you're literally just watching yourself and you're watching your life and you're being able to like play it back. It's honestly so crazy, but like I've really like felt so much more love and gratitude and joy and confidence in myself just by showing up and creating YouTube videos. It's crazy. And I genuinely feel like already YouTube has changed everything for me. And I am just so grateful to be here in this place and just doing this and being consistent and showing up. It takes a lot. It's not easy. I know we make it look easy. It's not easy, okay? It's really not easy. It's not easy when you film and you have this idea in your mind and you're just filming, you're creating maybe like a weekly vlog, like I did with my productivity vlog. Y'all, I sat down and I had 4 hours of content. 4 hours of content to edit through. That took 2 entire days of me like literally locked in, like eyes on the prize. Like, we're not looking off that computer screen. That took 2 days of editing, but it is just so worth it. It is so worth it. And if you have been like wanting to start YouTube, if it's been something that's been on your heart, on your mind, let this be your sign. Girl, just do it. Even if you only make 1 YouTube video, try it. I'm telling you, it is so transformative, even more so than short form. It's literally life-changing, and like, it's not even about the subscriber count. It's not even about the views that you get, because let me tell you something. YouTube will humble you when it comes to views, okay? You think you get views? Come to YouTube, babe. The algorithm takes a minute, okay? She takes some warming up, but it's not about that. And that's the views, the subscribers, none of it is really why I genuinely feel like my life has changed because of YouTube. Even just in a month of me doing it consistently again, I feel like it has brought out a side of me that is very disciplined, very intentional, just very confident and very motivated. And it brought back that spark in me that's like, yo, like I really love this. Like I genuinely love creating content. I genuinely love making videos and, you know, allowing my creativity to flow, seeing a vision in my mind and then being able to just have it come to life in a sort of way and like being able to kind of grow through that. Like it is just so transformative, okay? So if you don't hear anything else from this video, please hear this. If you were looking for a sign that like, hey, let me take YouTube serious, let me at least start, let me post at least 1 video, Let's be your sign, girl. Just do it. It's scary. It's daunting. But who cares? Put yourself out there. You never know what you might get back. And now what I want to talk about, which is like honestly been so transformative this month, is the power of gratitude. I feel like this is something that is very highly underestimated, highly overlooked, highly like under talked about. Like, we need to talk about this more because gratitude is so powerful for so many reasons, but I feel like the most important reason, obviously, is because you just feel hella good. Like, when you are grateful for your life, for everything in your life, for everyone in your life, for everything that just like has been provided to you, even if it's just the breath in your lungs each day, to wake up, walk around in good health, like, you hit the lotto, like literally just by waking up. It reminds me of something that I heard a long time ago, and it literally it's always rent free in my mind. But it's this analogy that, like, okay, say for example, someone told you tomorrow that, hey, I'm gonna give you $1 million tomorrow. You'd be ecstatic, right? You'd be like, what? Of course, like, thank you. But in the example, they say, I'm gonna give you $1 million tomorrow, but you can't wake up. Like, you don't wake up in the morning. Like, immediately give it back. Like, immediately, no, I don't want it anymore. Suddenly, the $1 million means nothing to me because my life means everything to me, you know? And I feel like that is just the core. That is just the core of what gratitude really can do. And I feel like being grateful for what you have, being grateful for your life, being grateful for everything, every little thing in life, even the air you breathe, the water you drink, being grateful for your life and what you have is the key to more. It genuinely is the key to anything that you want. And did you know that you can literally be grateful for things in advance? Like, you actually don't have to wait for something to happen to be grateful for it. And like, that is so powerful. Joe Dispenza talks about it, but it's like remembering the memory of your future and celebrating the memory of your future. Like, you can be grateful for things before they come to you, and guess what? Not only will you feel good, not only will you just like live a joyous and amazing life, but those things that you're wanting and that you're waiting for, they will come to you so much faster. Oh my God. It's just crazy to me. Like, it's so true. And I have been just shown this truth so deeply this month. I'm just so grateful for this realization. I'm so grateful to be like at this point in my life. And I'm just so grateful for all the opportunities that have been coming my way. Like, this month alone, like, I've gotten some of the biggest opportunities that I've ever gotten. My life has upgraded in so many beautiful ways. So many beautiful ways. And I'm like, literally, God, I'm thanking you publicly for what you're doing for me in private. And like, but that is all just stemming from the fact that I've been so grateful. I've been so grateful, and I've been just feeling so blessed for the beautiful life that I live, regardless of what is going on, regardless of what is happening, regardless of the circumstance. And I feel like once you get to that point, once you genuinely get to that point, life just opens up for you in miraculous ways. And I am just so grateful to be here. I'm so grateful to just be like, just to have a community of people who genuinely love me for who I am, who care about what I have to say, who are just amazing people. Like, thank you guys for all being here, and thank you if you've watched to this point in the video. Like, shout out to you, you're a real one, girl. We are catching up, period. But seriously, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this video. Like, it's just so cool to have a community that rides for you, to have a community that cares about what you're doing, what you're talking about, what you got going on. That is so cool. And I'm just like open and ready to receive more, but I am always forever grateful for what I already have. And it's like, if you're watching this video, like, you have so much to be grateful for. You don't understand how much of a privilege it is to even be able to access YouTube and to watch this video. Like, that is even a blessing. So like, count your blessings. Get into the habit of counting your blessings. I always say this, and it's so true, but gratitude is literally like a muscle. The more you work it, the more you practice it, the more you observe what you're grateful for, the easier it'll get. And the more you'll show gratitude for every little thing in your life. And then the more good will come, the more that you'll have to be grateful for. It's just how the world works. And it's a beautiful thing. It truly is. Like, isn't it such a blessing that God made the world this way and God made life this way? It's beautiful. I'm gonna stop rambling now. I feel like we've definitely had a great chat here, and I'm so grateful that we did this. This was like so good. This is like literally my diary. Like, this is literally my therapy right now. So thank you so much for hanging out with me, girl. If you have any questions, if you have anything that you want to add, you have anything that you want to talk about, girl, let me know in the comments below. Definitely make sure that you're following me on all my social platforms. They are always going to be KSherieB on Instagram, Threads. I talk a lot on Threads, honestly. Like, if you want to hear my innermost thoughts, head over to Threads. But yeah, if you do enjoy videos like these, definitely go ahead and give me a thumbs up, give me a like on this video. It really does help more than you know. Subscribe down below if you're not already a part of the community and you want to see more. And yeah, cheers to an amazing 2025. The first month has been so blessed, and who am I but not to expect more blessings, more goodness, and more beauty to come for the rest of this year. So yeah, I appreciate you for hanging out with me. This was so much fun. We have to do it again. We got to do it again. And I hope that you enjoy this beautiful day, beautiful night, wherever you are. Don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, show some love, and I will see you girls next time. Bye. Off to watch some Love Island. Period. I've got to see who has entered the villa, actually, because you just never know with this All-Star season. So, toodaloo. Till next time. Bye.